Welcome back to Gamescom 2016, here live from the Twitch booth. We've got so much more content and we're going straight in to some more awesome football content, or soccer content, depending on...
Call it both.
Depending on what.
Here in Germany, football,
what would you call it, Jose?
I would call it football.
You would call it football,
I don't want
good.
the locals to kill me.
That's the right answer. I'm joined on the couch here by Adam and Asim, and we're going to be actually playing the new Pro Evolution Soccer 2017.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really exciting.
I'm really excited. Just watching that trailer we just saw, there's so many cool features to talk about. Firstly, the new passing system. It looks really improved. You can see the tiki-taka moves there at the start and that Barcelona give-and-go kind of football. Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be a real thing this year.
Yeah, definitely. But don't get carried away with that, because it's not as if every team can go and play like that. We've really focused on really bringing home those PES mainstays. This is, bringing the game, the players, the teams out there, how they play in real life and putting it into the game. We call that player ID and team ID, and for Barcelona the tiki-taka style is there. Certainly for someone like Liverpool, for example, it's more about the gegenpressing, the really high press, off the ball counter-attacking. So certainly though, when you mentioned the passing, we've brought in a brand new feature called the precise pass, and this sort of factors in the attributes of the players, the new first touch system with the real touch as well, and certain players can control the ball differently, pass the ball differently as well, things like that. So you really get a different and unique feeling depending on who you're controlling.
And that's going to add so much more to it, because football's so much about individualism these days and the different team styles, whether you have that long ball or the sorry about this, or the long ball, or the as you say, tiki-taka, or just that kind of physical style that some teams have.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think that's the beauty of the sport, really. You've got different styles, different ways that team play, and it's really difficult to capture each and every style of play perfectly. Something can very quickly become overpowered. Everyone will gravitate towards using a certain tactic, a certain system as well. But I think the way that you overcome that is by making sure that the styles need to be mastered. Using gegenpressing all the time, for example, a high press, makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. But at the same time, if you're using it all the time, the stamina will go down very, very quickly. You'll leave yourself open in the back as well. So it's still about using the tactics like you do in real life to your strength, to your player's strength as well. You don't want to high press with slow players because you'll get picked off as well. Yeah. I mean, these are the things that, for me, PES is known for. When we talk about the game, the gameplay, the licenses, everyone, I think, credits PES for the right things, and I think knockers for those things that we can't control, like the licenses. Yeah. So we've tried to work really hard on the licenses front. Barcelona, you just mentioned, we signed in July as a premium partner. And what we tried to do with that is actually solve an issue with licensing by actually bringing more content to the game. So with Barcelona, we've captured all the players, made them 3D, captured, fully authentic. We've captured their style of play. Then you've got the stadium, the Camp Nou stadium will only be in PES 2017 this year.
That's a huge coup. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think it's one of the biggest stadiums in the world. Certainly for me, one of the best as well. And you've got that perfectly replicated exterior, nighttime, daytime, only in PES as well. You've got the sounds, the hymnal, which you saw in the Barcelona trailer as well. When a player gets a ball, like Iniesta, the crowds will scream Iniesta and Messi. And we're trying to fully authenticate the teams in the game. So even if you're not a Barca fan, I think you appreciate what we've done because football's about passion, recreation, getting into the atmosphere. And I think by signing Barcelona and obviously Liverpool that we just announced as well, it's again those iconic teams that mean so much to their cities, to the countries as well, with great history and heritage.
Well, that is, with the official UEFA Champions League license, you have them famous Liverpool Anfield nights. Those Champions League nights that are known throughout the world. Absolutely,
as well, and obviously we are here in Germany as well, so we saved the best announcement to last for this crowd anyway. Is that we've just signed a 4-year partnership with Borussia Dortmund as well.
And that was just announced today, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah, and it's huge because we are going to also, to celebrate that, we've got Aubameyang and Kagawa coming tomorrow to our stand to have a match against each other as well. Yeah. So I think the club really wants to get involved as well with the partnership. It was their idea to bring the players over, to have this little tournament, to even sign stuff for the fans as well. And I think it shows exactly what kind of clubs that we've signed as well.
Yeah.
And is this something that you guys plan on eventually doing, is just slowly but surely taking over the world one team at a time?
That's the perfect way of putting it. You know, to be honest with you, we'd probably love to actually sign every team in the world. And this is something that I want everyone to be fully aware of, is that the licensing thing, you know, people always say, yeah, PES is great, but this, but that. We would love to have all the licenses, everything in the game. And, you know, but what you can see now with the gameplay, how PES moves, how it plays is really our heartbeat. What we're known for is our ethos. Certainly, if all the licenses were available, we'd love to go for them. But even then, I think we have to be careful, you know. I love to talk to people about how passionate we are about making a football game. But the truth is this is a business, you know. Yeah. If PES wasn't making Konami money, I wouldn't be here in front of you talking. So, you know, we want to be... blocked it.
No. You can defend now. There you go.
Managed to get it away though.
We wouldn't be here talking about it. But at the same time, if we, started to go after the big leagues and stuff, we need to look after PES, and maybe that would mean a difficult time for us. Maybe we'd have to sell more, do more. So what we've done is we've thought about it. How do we combat this issue? How do we make people think that we are trying? You know, we genuinely are trying to sign up licenses, and we thought the partnership is the best way to fully align with the clubs as well, and to make sure that they can see the value in partnering with us. They can see the quality that we can bring. I mean, this year, you know, Gamescom, we are here for the last 2 years. We've won the best sports game.
Yep.
Surprisingly, and although for PES, I'm super proud, is that we're the only football game that's been nominated this year for the best sports game. So I think it shows how far we have come with the game, and I think people are taking it seriously. Hopefully, with these new announcements as well, with the partnerships that we're making, you know, people are going to see us as a serious contender now as well.
Well, I'm sure you've got all the Liverpool, Barcelona and Dortmund fans on your side already, you know, with the official licenses. And one of the other features that excites me this year is the adaptive AI.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's something, you know, if you play football games a lot, you tend to know certain ways to score or certain weaknesses. And then the adaptive AI this year is really going to try and learn the way you play.
Absolutely, and I think Asim here's struggling there. He's trying to vary up his play, because you know what, when I talk about this, I look like a crazy scientist. I'm sorry about that, but it's seriously,
It is a science, though.
it is,
you know?
yeah, exactly, and I'm just crazy. The AI will learn how you play, and they'll change their tactics accordingly. So if you play down the wings, they'll start to double up on that winger. If you're playing Master League and you sign a star player, obviously you're going to use him quite a lot. The AI will learn that and double mark him. The crazy thing is that it's not just in terms of how you attack. If you defend the AI, let's just say they're a short passing team and you start blocking their passes, they'll start to play long balls as well. So this is really exciting for us. We always try to bring something new to the table, especially with the gameplay. It's our focus. And we really feel that with this new feature, we are bringing a whole new story, a whole new concept to Master League, because we do talk about My Club, you know, the whole team building, monetizing mode, which, as you probably guessed, is super popular. But Master League is what people were... It's what people were playing back in the day, certainly.
The bread and butter. I remember Elias talking about Castillo and
nice.
Miranda and all those players.
Yeah.
I remember playing Provol's International Superstar Soccer Pro 2 on PlayStation, and
those are the days.
But you're talking about the adaptive AI. Maybe England's manager could have used that in the Euros, because he had no idea tactically. He sounds more advanced than Roy was.
He could have done a lot of help from that.
He could have done. If he had Pro Evolution Soccer 17, maybe he wouldn't have lost to Iceland.
Sorry, Roy.
Oh dear. And also,
It still hurts. It still hurts.
It will hurt forever. It will hurt forever.
That was a poor tournament.
It was. But, another feature is and you can see it here, is the lighting in the stadiums.
Beautiful,
depending on whether it's floodlit or daytime or nighttime.
Perfect, yeah. So we've actually doubled the lighting spots in the stadiums as well. What that means is actually gives the players a more of a 3D feel, and more natural lighting as well. If you've got more lights, you can do more things with it and make it look more real. We're still really trying to capture and perfect the Fox engine for football games. Obviously, as you guys know, this has been made for a fantastic third-person game.
Yeah.
And we're still adapting, and we feel super comfortable now. We're really happy with where we are right now with the engine. Really happy with how it's playing and how it's looking as well. And we feel like we're going to get even better. Nice try. But we do have volumetric lighting as well, which brings out the players. It gives them more of a 3D look, and it's something that we didn't have last year. Last year looked a little bit more plain as well.
So obviously, paying attention to what the fans of the franchise are saying is pretty important to you. But what would you think, or what would you say is probably the thing you're most proud of in this year's iteration that you added that you might have taken from some fan feedback?
Do you know what? Everything that we've done is for the fans. It sounds so cheesy, and I'm sorry to say that. We were on a world tour recently, and we're traveling a few countries, and I was with the senior producer, and we were asked, what's the perfect football game? And he answered, the game where we get everything the fans want into the game. And that sounds so simple to say and maybe a little bit obvious, but seriously, we honestly feel that. We feel that if we get all those features in. This year, the focus was to slow the game down. We've had fantastic last few years with PES, and we didn't want to lose or alienate those new users. So what we tried to do is slow it down in a natural way. Slow it down in a way where the user might not even realize it. So you've got the real touch is the big game changer for us. Because
that first time touch and how you take the ball and then position it to make a second pass.
Perfect. It's making you think. It's making you think instantly. Do I play a first time pass?
Yep.
Can I actually shoot from here? Should I dribble from here? You know, all these things. And straight away, without you even realizing it, you're thinking about it and you're slowing down straight away. So for us, that was the biggest thing that we had to do, is balance. The fans were really unhappy last year with PES for actually two reasons. It was the pace of the game and the goalkeepers. What we've really worked on is the goalkeepers. Now, this might sound super bold, but we honestly believe these are the best goalkeepers in any football game
We
in
saw
history.
that in the trailer with obviously Claudio Bravo's in the news a lot at the moment, rumours about where he could end up or where he could go.
Yeah.
But you could see there the dynamism of the saves and the rebounds, and it feels a lot more like a real game.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're looking to make the goalkeepers seem human, where you can trust them, where they still have their individuality. So, you know, players like Bravo are going to stay more on the line, very, very good with the ball on the feet. That's what Pep wants.
Yep.
You know, they want that kind of goalkeeper. And then you've got Neuer, who rushes out for everything, punches everything, catches everything. It's a bit all action, and you still have that. And they'll still make mistakes, but you'll have full confidence in him as well. We've doubled the animation with the goalkeepers, and actually with the on-field players as well, added thousands more. But the goalkeepers have really benefited. Now the arm is separate from the body, how they extend, how they save. We actually had the world champion come in, because obviously, you know, esports is a really big thing these days, and we gave him a play test, and he actually smashed somebody 6-1. It was a funny story, and he said to me, "This game's hard." And I go, "What are you on about? You just beat him 6-1." He was like, "Yeah, but I would have beaten him 15-1 if it was PES 16. And I was like, "How do you work that one out?" He's like, "The AI is so much more better at defending. As you can see here, the goalkeepers are catching, they're mopping up. They punch when they should punch." All these things, I think, make you believe in the gameplay and make you believe in the keepers as well.
And then it's more like it's a real game rather than you're playing a game. You're actually part of it.
We're trying to always reach that. Our kind of motto for this year is to control reality, to control in the gameplay and the reality in the visuals, and actually what you're seeing flow out on the pitch as well. I mean, right now you see Asim, I think he's playing superstar level because he's a little bit arrogant.
Wow.
So he's playing on the highest difficulty here, and he can't break Atletico down. You've got these little icons there as well, right at the bottom, where you can see the player names. And this is the advanced instructions and total team control. The little bar that you see, which is going up and down vertically, that is your team mentality, whether you go more attacking or you go more defensive. Right now, both teams are harboring on more attacking. And then the little dial, the 4 dial, that's the advanced instructions. That really defines how you play. So, for example, the red icons are to be certain attacking options. So, you know, whether you are central target, which means that you always leave one striker up, whether you play only down the wings, whether you are doing tiki-taka, for example. And the defensive one...
It's vicious. It's so vicious. When
Absolutely.
you see it too, and even in the trailer, it's like, oh, what?
It is vicious.
It is. It's the way to play football. I mean, I could watch this and talk about this all day. Sadly, that's all we've got time for today.
Fantastic.
Let us know, though, where people can find out more information and the release date, obviously.
Yeah, it's at Official PES, which is the Twitter account.
Awesome.
Facebook.com/Official PES as well.
Nice.
One thing that I do want to say before I go, the demo is out next week. Don't
Next
listen
week.
to me. Don't listen to me.
Play it yourself.
I work for the company. Play it yourself.
Yep.
Download it on PSN, Xbox Live. Please let us know what you think. It is out September 15th.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time. And thank you all for watching so far. We've still got so much content here from Gamescom 2016. Don't go leaving. Don't go changing channel. Stay right here, live on Twitch.
It's a goal!